Hey peeps, what is going on? It is Awkward Fusion here, and it has been a while since I've uploaded, but we've got some breaking news here. Fallout 4 has been confirmed, people! That's right, after 5 years of waiting, the next installment of the Fallout series has finally arrived with a new official trailer. And as I watch it, I have to say I totally fangirled the entire time. Just ask my civics class. But enough about my fangirling tendencies, because today I'm going to be a complete sellout and talk about what I thought was kind of going on in the trailer I watched. Now, already as we get into the trailer with the classic camera zoom out that has been seen many a times before in the older Fallout trailers, it is easy to see that wherever this game takes place, which we'll talk about later, seems to be in a lot better condition than in previous games. This may not mean much to you at first, but if you take a listen to this clip right here.
With the world poised on the brink of war, Vault-Tec is reporting a record number.
And these two.
Folks, it seems we've got some breaking news. Stand by.
We do have coming in confirmed reports of nuclear detonation.
I think this actually means something. These clips combined with the fact that everything is actually in decent shape compared to previous games makes me think that Fallout 4 is actually going to be a prequel to Fallout 3 in New Vegas, actually taking place around the time the bombs were dropped during the nuclear war. Sticking with setting, I think it's pretty safe to say that Fallout 4 will be taking place in Boston, which most of us geeks probably already guessed, as some Bethesda scouts were seen scoping out the area quite a while back. What proves this, though, in my opinion, are two different things. The first being right here, where if you look closely, you can see the sign that says Scollay Square, which is a real place in Boston. And the second proof that I can see is the statue of the man on the horse, which is actually a statue in Boston of Paul Revere. Before we move on to anything else, I want to point out the ghouls real quick. Holy shit, do they move fast! I can tell you already that this game is going to make me shit my pants at least once. Okay, well, anyway, let's focus on the dog. The dog seems to be almost a crucial part of the story here, as it is shown in 90% of the clips in the entire trailer. In Fallout 3, we had Dogmeat, the dog which you can make your companion, but this doesn't seem to be the same case here. In my opinion, this much focus on one particular character makes me think that they will be a big part of the story. I think it is a possibility that the dog will be a key part of the story, possibly even an essential NPC. Late in the trailer, a GNN or Galaxy News Network poster can be seen. This, I think, relates to the Galaxy News radio back from Fallout 3. Now, given that quite a while ago Eric Todd Dellum said that he was working on a new project with Bethesda, I think it's safe to say we may be hearing some more from our man 3Dog once again. But next up we have what may just be a little Easter egg inside of the trailer, maybe just kind of the tip of the hat to Fallout 3, or maybe there's a meaning to it that I can't quite figure out. But when the garage clip is shown, there are a few things to notice that you may not have noticed if you didn't look quite close enough. Number 1. There is a magazine stand to the right of the garage carrying some of the skill books from Fallout 3, including Amada's present to you at the beginning of the game, Grognak the Barbarian. Even further to the right, which is very hard to see, it looks to be as if there is a board full of all of the perk icons from Fallout 3 featuring the famous Pip-Boy. On the wall to the right, there are some guns hanging up, which seems to include the laser rifle and maybe some attachments, and if you look at the ground, a minigun can be seen with a blanket over top next to some ammo crates. Also on the left of the garage, on top of a desk of sorts, we can see that there is a bobblehead, which of course we can hope means that bobbleheads will still be an ongoing trend throughout the Fallout series. Finally, of course, there is a huge-ass power armor suit in the dead center that seems to be in a lot better shape than in the previous Fallouts, further proving my prequel theory. One of my last points in this video is going to point out the last few seconds of the trailer where the Traveler, who we can only assume that we will be playing as, says to the dog,
Let's go, pal.
Now, this could mean a multitude of things. Number 1, that our player could finally have a voice throughout the game that isn't limited to mild grunting sounds whenever you jump or break a bone, or it could just be put in there to form a friendly connection between the Traveler and the dog, which we established is a definite possibility at the beginning of this video. For my final point, I would like to make a semi-complaint. The only thing, and I do mean the only thing, that I have against the game so far is the graphics. Now, I don't mean to sound like a stuck-up asshole, but I mean, if we take a look at how the jumpsuit the Traveler wears and various things throughout the trailer look, one might say that there's some definite lack of texture detail there. I would definitely say that I can agree with that, but there's not too much we can do about it other than hope that there will be some nice graphics mods for the PC community, which I have no doubt there will be. Well, those are my thoughts on what has been released by Bethesda so far, and I hope to make another video after Bethesda has their E3 release later this June. Anyways, that's gonna be it from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like if you did. Just remember, subscribing never hurt anybody, and I will see you next time.